Hey, everybody. My name is Teri Hunter. I'm an intuitive astrologer, angel therapy practitioner, Reiki master, and empowerment coach. And today is Sunday, October 23rd, and we're having a solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse on the 25th. This is where the sun and the moon are. Well, actually, this is where the moon appears to get in front of the sun, blocking the sun from the earth. New moon is the darkest phase normally of the moon cycle. It's where we plant our seeds to grow. Eclipses represent fated events. I interpret them as fated choices, meaning there's a culmination, there's a momentum that's been built and starting to manifest. And this choice that's coming up is really a fork in the road as to whether we will make the more loving and joyful and heartfelt choice, or whether we will fall into some sort of duty or obligation or a story that doesn't really align to our happiness. So to that end, I wanted to share a manifestation exercise with you. And this is something that I would start doing today or tomorrow, and I would continue this exercise through the week, just to give some extra oomph and extra energy to the power of this new moon. It is in Scorpio, so it has this new moon, partial solar eclipse, has the power to change your life, and in a way that is not about disrupting your life negatively, but aligning you to a greater and more clear vision of your happiness and what you want. So let me run off and share with you my screen so you can see the exercise and how I do it. So give me a second. Share screen. Okay, here we go. So the reason I've put manifesting on the new moon here is because I don't think that you have to wait for an eclipse in order to use this exercise, but I also believe it's probably the most powerful in the new moon cycle. So what we're going to need is a colored pens, colored paper, and some scissors. This is the type of thing where you can add any element or anything that you like that brings fun and joy into this exercise. If you'd like, you can light a candle, put on some music, you can dance, whatever brings joy and a sense of connecting to your manifestation. I would support that. Now, on a blank piece of this colored paper, I would say draw 6 circles. Now, the circles themselves are not really important. I like to use circles or hearts or any shapes that don't box me in or have hard angles. I also like to depict things that grow. So in this particular example, I've used a tree. You'll see it on the next slide. But you can use a flower, a very simple childlike center with the circle and then the petals on the outside. On the left side, you're going to write 3 words that represent how it feels when you've gotten this manifestation. And on the right side, you're going to write 3 words that represent the journey to get there. So let me be more clear about that as we go into our next slide. Let's say you want to manifest some money. Now, the key to this is that it is believable. If you write down something that you want to manifest that is outside the realm of your heart chakra, that you're struggling with a belief for it, it's going to be a little bit challenging. So I would suggest you start with something that is in your wheelhouse. So as an example, I used $1,000. I want you to take this colored paper and write at the top of it, I received $1,000 in my bank account. You can use this for any genre. I received an invitation to a party. I met the love of my life. Anything that puts this manifestation inside the experience, almost in a past tense. Then again, we're going to take those 3 left circles and or shapes that you've drawn, and you're going to write 3 words that represent how it feels when you've manifested this desire. And in the right 3 circles or shapes, you're going to write 3 words that represent the ease of the journey. And spend a few minutes visualizing what this actually feels like. This is where you can really implement the idea of starting to sway or dance, or to let your eyes gaze into a candle as if it was the spark of creativity. And do this in such a way that you can actually start to feel within your physical body the viability of this manifestation. Then, on a second piece or third piece of colored paper, I would cut out circles or hearts. Again, for some reason, I resist anything with a hard angle because I don't want to box myself in. And you can cut as many of these as you like. Really does not matter. But then I want you to scatter them within your home, your office, and your car. You could put them in the console of your car, in the drawer, in your bathroom, or in your kitchen, anywhere that you will run across this circle, this colored piece of paper, so that it triggers a manifestation and an affirmation. The affirmation is, I align, I attract, I allow, and so it is. This is open-ended so that you're spending and you're putting your time in the general category of aligning to your desires, aligning to what you want to experience, inviting in the attraction, and then allowing the attraction. So here on the third slide, we see where I've sort of played with it a little bit. If I was doing this particular exercise, I would be using a pink colored piece of paper, blank. I would draw very simple trees. I would spend time playing with it. I happen to be double Venus. My moon is ruled by Venus. My sun is ruled by Venus. So I very much resonate with the creative process. And as you can see, under how it feels, I've put 3 words: empowering, joyful, and exciting. How it happened: easily, cooperatively, and harmoniously. These are general words that set a tone and a foundation for the manifestation. You can do this with anything, with anywhere from $1 to $1 billion. The key is that you resonate and believe on some level that this is possible. You can have a wobble about that belief, but at the very depths of your soul, this inner yes is very important. And if for some reason you don't get an inner yes, this is plausible, this is viable, this can happen and will happen, then maybe you start with something a little bit more, I don't want to use the word small, but sometimes when we manifest something that appears small or easy, like a parking space, and we start to build on that, then we can get into the bigger numbers and the bigger manifestations that the human has challenges with. This is a really fun exercise. It doesn't take very long. And if you spend a little bit of time before this particular lunar eclipse on the 25th, and after the lunar eclipse, a few days, I think you'll start to feel a shift in your energy. And you can do this every day if you want, but I think just doing it within that period of time and then scattering the circles in your environment will then take this manifestation into a momentum. And we'll start building that momentum, and we'll get more speed, and the more speed and the more belief and the more we anchor into it, the quicker it'll show up in your physical experience. So this is just one of the tools I like to use. This is a really fun tool. It is an interactive tool. It aligns my being and my doing with my manifestation. I would love to hear how this works out for you. If you decide to employ this exercise, I'd love to see what, over the next few weeks, even up until 6 months from this new moon, because it is a solar eclipse. Solar eclipses bring in, again, fated events, things that are semi-permanent, if not permanent changes in our life. And if they're semi-permanent, it could be a transitional thing. That's why I say that. They're usually permanent changes in our viewpoint or in the dynamics within our world. And lots of times there for our benefit rather than our challenge. Okay, my name is Teri Hunter. Again, I'm an angel therapy practitioner, Reiki master, intuitive astrologer, and empowerment coach. And if you would like to book a session with me, my information is below. And I hope you enjoy this exercise. Please feel free to share it, like it, subscribe, comment, all those fun, yummy things. All right, guys, I'll see you on Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, live for our weekly Angel Scopes. Have a great week and happy solar eclipse, everybody.